Hello guys, most welcome in my economics session. So let's make our life easy with easy economics. Today we are going to discuss a very important branch of economics, that is public finance. So the very first chapter of public finance, its meaning, concept and functions of public finance we are going to discuss today. So let's move on. So guys, first we'll look at the meaning or definition of public finance. Public finance is nothing but the financial activities of government. Financial activities that is related to the collection of revenue, spending those revenue on different overheads and managing the fiscal administration. There are different definitions given by different economists. First of all, we'll see the definition given by Professor Dalton. Professor Dalton is the economist who popularized the public finance, a very important branch of economics. According to him, public finance is one of those subjects which lie on the borderline between economics and politics. It is concerned with the income and expenditure of public authorities and with the manner in which one is adjusted with the other. So here we can say that public finance is the mixture of economics and politics. Why it is economics? Because it is related to monetary matter or financial matter. Why it is politics? Because it shows the responsibilities of the government, the role of the government in economic activities. That's why it is the mixture of economics and politics. It is concerned with the income collection by the government and the different overheads of expenditure done by the government. Public authorities means different level of government, such as government at central level, government at state level and government at local level. So how they try to manage their income and expenditure, how they try to adjust between income and expenditure, all these are studied under the public finance. Another definition given by Charles F. Bastable. According to him, public finance deals with expenditure and income of public authorities of the state and their mutual relation, as also with the financial administration and control. So according to Bastable also, the public finance is the dealing of the income and expenditure and the adjustment between income and expenditure by the government. Another definition given by Taylor. Taylor states it is a fiscal science. Its policies are fiscal policies and its problems are fiscal problems. Guys, here the term fiscal is used. Fiscal is the Latin term and the meaning of fiscal is basket or treasurer. In the ancient period of time, this term is used to collect the revenue, and those revenues were spent by the government for the welfare of the people. According to Mrs. Hicks, the main concept of public finance consists of examination and the appraisal of the methods by which governing bodies provide for the collective satisfaction of wants, secure the necessary funds to carry out their purposes. The definition given by Mrs. Hicks is a broader definition of public finance. It deals with the objective of public finance. It explains how the government collects the revenue and how it spends on different overheads to get the maximum welfare of the people. Now we look at the subject matter of public finance. Subject matter means what are those important topics that are covered under the public finance. The first is public revenue. It includes the study of different sources of government income with major emphasis on taxation, the kinds of taxes, incidence and effects of taxation and other sources of revenue. So public revenue is the most important chapter under the public finance. Public revenue may be tax revenue or other than tax revenue. In this particular chapter, the different sources of public revenues are studied. The impact of taxation, different types of taxation are studied in detail. Second subject matter is related to public expenditure. It includes the classification of public expenditure, the causes for its increase, and the effects of public expenditure on the economy. When government collects the revenue, these revenues are spent by the government to bring maximum welfare in the economy. So what type of public expenditures are there? There are different kinds of public expenditure. What are the causes for increasing public expenditure day by day across the world? What are the effect of public expenditure on the economy? All these are studied under public finance. Third theory of public finance is related to public debt. Public debt is nothing but public borrowing. Debt means borrowing or loans. When government income is less than its expenditure, then government borrow from different sources to carry out its activities. So here there are different types of public debt, different sources of borrowings. But when we borrow, it creates burden for the government as well as for the public. So what are the different kinds of burden of public debt? What are the effects of public debt? All are elaborated under this theory. Next is financial administration. It refers to how public money is managed. Actually, public finance deals with the public money. So since it is public money, it should be utilized effectively. It should be managed properly. So there is a separate department to manage all these activities, and it is studied under the budgets, the different administration that controls the financial activities of the government. All these are studied under the financial administration. Now we see the functions of public finance. Altogether there are 4 functions of public finance. First, allocation. Second, distribution. Third, stabilization. And fourth, growth. So one by one we'll discuss all these functions of public finance. Allocation function. A major function of public finance is allocation of the nation's resources for economic and social development. This is one of the most important functions of public finance, or we can say the most important objective of public finance. By allocating the funds on different overheads, on different activities, government tries to get the maximum economic as well as social development in the economy. Government tries to provide the public goods to the people. Now, what is public goods? Public goods are the goods that are provided by the government to the people at very less price or free of cost. These goods may be like law and order, defense, bridges, street lights, public park, drainage system, public transport, highways. All these public goods are important for the welfare of any economy, because all these activities are managed by the government, and the purpose of this to fulfill the requirement of all the people of the country. So how the funds will be allocated to produce the public good, it depends upon the public finance. Second function, distribution function. The function of the distribution branch is to transfer the income in the economy from one individual to another. Basically, in the distribution function, government tries to bridge the gap between rich and poor. We all know that in the economy, the economic status of all the people are not equal. Some people are very rich, some people are very poor. So always there is the gap between rich and poor. So it is the responsibility of the government to reduce this gap of income distribution. Now, how this gap can be reduced or removed? For this purpose, government uses 2 fiscal activities. First is public expenditure and second is taxation. Through the proper taxation system, government tries to collect more and more revenue from the higher income group. and that's why government charge the high rate of taxation or progressive tax from the higher income people. And those collected revenues are spent for the development of the poor people. That's why the standard of living of poor people can be increased. So in this way, government tries to equate the distribution of income and wealth in the next function is stabilization function. This is the new function of public finance or fiscal policy. It was popularized in 1930s. Guys, 1930 is a very significant year in the history. Why? Because this year is known as Worldwide Depression. This period is very much harmful for the economy, for all the economy. Unemployment rate was very high, production was completely shut down. So to overcome this situation, the concept of public finance was used, and Professor J.M. Keynes, a very famous economist of macroeconomics, who popularized the government interference in the economic activities. According to J.M. Keynes, if the economy has to recover the situation from the depression or the boom period, then government has to interfere, and financial activities can solve this problem easily. How this stabilization function work? Suppose there is recession or a depression period. At this time, government has to pump fund into the economy to compensate for the fall in the private business investment and thereby increase effective demand. It means government can inject the fund in the economy during the recession and depression, and this fund will increase the effective demand in the economy due to the multiplier effect. So demand will increase, consumption will increase, production will increase, then automatically employment level will also increase. So government can play a very important role in such situation. If there is boom period, then also government can interfere in the economy and can bring the situation normal. Boom period is harmful for the economy as it creates shortage of factors of production and leads to hyperinflation in the economy. So during this period, government should reduce public expenditure and have a surplus budget. So in this way, we can say that increasing public expenditure in times of depression and decreasing public expenditure in times of boom will be helpful in bringing the stabilization in the economy. The last function is growth function. This refers to the use of budget and fiscal instrument for promoting economic growth. Public expenditure should be development oriented. The basic objective of fiscal operations in emerging and developing economies is to achieve economic growth and development. Expenditure on infrastructure development, agriculture development, industrial development, and technology development facilitate increase in production of goods and services in the economy, which in turn leads to higher economic growth. Basically, this function is very important for the developing or emerging economy. The economy which are in the developing process, in that economy, government can play a very important role in facilitating growth and development of different sectors. Government can help the development of agriculture, industrial development, infrastructure development, technology development, and in this way, production of goods and services will increase, employment level will increase, and overall economic growth and development will take place in the economy. We have discussed here different meaning and definitions of public finance and 4 functions of public finance. Guys, hope you have understood it properly. Go through it again and again and get the maximum benefit from it.